right, good to go. All right, only roster update is just Bub Means went to IR with the ankle, unfortunately. Love him to death. Tough deal, challenging. So we're here to support him and know that his journey is not over. He'll continue to rehab and be ready to roll next time.
Was that just a numbers game, or was there something worse?
Just a combination of what his injury certainly is. That's the first and foremost, and then So.
Is it the same ankle he injured last year?
I'm not sure. Yeah, but.
Did you guys figure anything out with the Rams?
Yeah. So we'll have an opportunity to do a joint practice with the Rams tomorrow. Be an awesome setup. Really fired up for that. Obviously, anytime you get a chance to team up with another team, go through a joint practice, you can just go through so much situational football, play against someone different. Sean's been phenomenal, just kind of sorting this thing up. They're kind of hosting us up in Carson, and so this is going to be a great opportunity for us.
How does that kind of tie in with your game plan? Like, does it, you look at the snaps and how they align with each one? Or?
Yeah. It'll be a heavy ones-oriented practice. It'll be a great opportunity for our guys to compete against some really good players. They got a really good team that made a deep run in the playoffs. And, once we get through that process, then we'll kind of evaluate what Sunday looks like with Jacksonville back in New Orleans. But it'll be a great opportunity.
Is it weird to do that against a team that's on your schedule? Does that take into any consideration?
We talked about that. I mean, it's the back half, so it's week 9. So I assume we're going to be 8 games in. We're probably going to have a good feel for what both of us are doing at that point. And so, their staff is phenomenal. They got a great organization. It'll be really well run, and so we're excited about it.
Who else involved in making that decision? Like, is that just kind of you and Sean, or is it making general managers get involved? Like, how does that go about?
Just initially started with Sean and myself, and then from there, obviously, there's a lot of logistics, and a lot of people that got to work a lot of extra time just to orchestrate this thing. And so, our people have done a phenomenal job. Kind of adjusting. This obviously came up a few days ago, and so it's been our goal to see if we can make it work. And so, I'm excited to be at this point.
Is that going to be open to fans at all?
It will not be open to fans now. So they're essentially hosting their training camps closed at this point.
So with all the play calling and the NFL level that you've done, is there a number in your wheelhouse as far as rushing attempts, like high 20s, low 30s, or what are the targets?
There's an old adage that if you hit 30 rush attempts, that's usually a good indication of the day. Obviously, it means probably you're able to have success running the football. You're able to play in more of those situations where you're allowed to run it. And so certainly that's kind of a rough guess, but by no means is that week in and week out. You got to be able to adjust and play different styles. And so, it's a good barometer, though.
Is there an old adage for passes like that? You hit this number, it's probably not a good sign?
Yeah, there's every game's a little bit of a different beast, and so some people, there's an old calculated thing about rushes and completions. Sometimes you can kind of play that game, but it's about moving the football however we need to.
Does Penny have turf toe?
He's just got a toe injury, yeah. So we're just navigating that.
I just wondering because, his rookie season is there.
Yeah.
But it's
They'll just kind of keep taking it, time by time here, and we'll just see how it progresses.
Anything happen with Josiah Zero? Not seeing him out here?
Just an excused absence. All good.
do y'all feel good about where Penning is at this point with the reps? Obviously, it's a new position. He's losing some time.
Any player who can keep participating would be awesome. But things like this happen. Trevor will do everything he can to prepare himself for when the opportunity presents itself again. And we feel good with where he's at right now.
With a guy like Devin Neal, what's kind of your philosophy on players who are fighting for wrong spots and have to miss a few weeks when it comes to the roster?
It happens. Obviously, the medical part of this is really important. We can't have setbacks, and so we got to do the recovery process the right way. I think he's on an excellent plan. He's building the right way. We like where he's heading. So far on the field, he's done an excellent job, and so we'll just see how it takes course.
Was there any kind of setback with JT Gray? It seemed like he got more involved and then kind of less involved.
Yeah, we're just kind of building him up the right way, and so there was some exposure to a little bit more field work, and now we're just kind of once we get back to New Orleans, we'll just kind of reassess at that point. So.
How have you seen Clyde just progress with the pass pro element?
Clyde?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big part of this running back group is. All of them can run the football. They've all checked that box. They're all pretty good runners. They all, fortunate for us, all of them have the ability to catch the football. The protection thing is really, really hard for these running backs. These linebackers blitz really, really well in this league. Our group, certainly led by DeMario, is the best in the business at that. And so it's really challenging for these guys. They got to have really good eyes. They have to understand what the O-line's protection responsibilities are. It's a challenge, and so Clyde definitely has taken some steps. He did an awesome job on Sunday against the Chargers. He had some excellent on the touchdown throw. He goes up there and steps up and blocks the linebacker. It's big-time football by him.
you made it the way Staley likes to use his linebackers? It does feel like they're getting more after it in the blitz game.
Yeah, there's a variety of tools that Brandon certainly continues to utilize and play with, and so Demario's been a really good blitzer. He's done a great job with that. Pete has it in his toolbox as well, and so we'll just keep utilizing those.
Kellen, how important it is for the depth and it's throughout the league as far as whether it's a swing tackle, interior lineman, that you can find that guy. Is that pretty wide open right now?
We have a number of candidates here. We're excited about their journey and where they're going. We're going to need more than just our starting five. That's just what the NFL is. You're going to need a number of guys in every position, and so depth's critical that these guys are ready to go. A few of these guys are going to end up on practice squad at the end of the training camp, and they're going to play big-time contributions for our team. That's just the way the rosters work in this league, and so one little step isn't the end of the story. We're expecting a lot out of these guys.
How would tackling be tomorrow? Heavy ones where you thud them into the ground?
Yeah, it's still thud. Still thud. Yeah, very similar. So.
Is there do you emphasize no fighting tomorrow?
Yeah, it's an important aspect of this thing. We got to do this thing the right way, or else we're wasting our time. And so, Sean's done an excellent job with these joint practices. When I was in Dallas, we did one with them, which was well done. And so we expect it to be a really good day.
What do you consider sort of the greatest value of holding a joint practice like this?
Test yourself, test your rules. You're going to go against the best of the best in a controlled environment. So there's a little bit of player safety added to this, and so it'll be a lot of reps. It'll basically be a full game for our ones tomorrow, and so that'll allow them. And then we got 2 days before Jacksonville, and so we can assess that at that point.
And does this give you and Staley an opportunity to do anything maybe a little bit different than what you're able to do here as play callers?
I just think it tests your rules and tests your training really well. It's a good evaluation of yourself. We start getting a feel for each other pretty well. When you play each other each and every day, we've got, I think we've done 12 installs so far with these guys. And so you get to the point you kind of get a really good feel for what each side of the football is doing. And so now you get some exposure to someone else.
When you say roles, what's the definition of roles?
For what rules?
Roles, yeah. What do you mean when you say test your roles?
Just how your system's in place. What are your rules as far as what the protection plan is, what the route combination is, what's your checks or your audibles based off a particular look, and they'll challenge us. They'll challenge us. They got some of the best players in the world on their team as well, and so you'll come out of this with a couple mistakes, a couple things schematically that you can do better. Guys like Kellen will get a chance to play against some really good edge rushers in our league. Just get different exposure. He's played Chase and Cam and Grando for a little while, and so now he gets another exposure. So it's great for everyone.
Yeah, following up on that, what do you think it means for your quarterback?
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's a big part of this thing. Is these QBs get a different experience, and it'll be great for them.
When you say that it's a full day for the ones, what does that mean for your quarterback rotation tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll rotate. We'll rotate them a little bit. We'll talk through it this morning or tonight, and we'll get a good plan for them.
So you imagine most of the first team unit and then just the quarterbacks kind of changing with it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it'll be 60% ones or something over the course of the day. So. All good? All right.
We have John Ridgeway
Sounds good.
on
All right.
parking for tomorrow. It's hard
making
passes
your way up
only.
there?
I feel like
How you guys feeling today?
how are you?
We're good.
Yeah?
I like this better than battery weather. So
Yeah, I do too. I'm not feeling like an armpit.
I thought we're feeling the same.
Yeah.
How do you feel like your camp's gone so far?
Pretty good. I mean, it's definitely an interesting camp this year. Playing in Louisiana and then coming out here and it's 75 degrees instead of 90 with 80% humidity, but it's been fun. We got a lot of vets in the room to learn from and get insider point of views from dudes that's been playing in the league for a long time. So it's been fun. I feel like everybody's just been getting better and challenging each other every day. So it's just you never know. It's just you got to bring your A game every day.
What do you think of kind of the competition at your position? It seems like there's a lot of guys there.
Yeah, I think we have quite a few now, and it's been fun. I mean, I can't get butthurt about it or mad just because it's making me better. I mean, like I said, it's a competitive group. It's been fun. Everybody has a good little sense of humor. People from, Big Ten, SEC, ACC, Missouri Valley. So it's a different mix of guys that play different ball. So it's been fun.
When you were, Saints traded for you, obviously, last offseason, so it seemed to indicate that they felt that you would be a good fit in that Dennis Allen system. How do you feel in this system as comparison?
This system's pretty fun. I played in it in college. So at my first college at Illinois State, played like a 3-down with outside backers, DNs walked up, so it's fun. So definitely feels better than because I never played a 3-tech or a 4-eye till I got to the NFL. So it's kind of been like, how do you say it, like foreign territory for me, but it's been fun learning from the older guys because it'll make me more versatile in the NFL. So that's been fun, but it's definitely a good scheme. I like the D coordinator, I like our D-line coach, and I feel like the way he's coaching us and having us attack and get off the ball has been benefiting me and my play style, being used to playing the nose like that, and learning from Devon Godchow has been pretty cool too. Dude that's been in the league for like 9 years, and he's a big guy, kind of like myself. So it's interesting learning from him because we can I can do the same stuff as him, and versus watching like a YouTube video of some 280-pound D tackle doing stuff, I'm like, I can't do that. So it's fun learning from him. So yeah.
What do you make of the way that Staley's like taught scheme to y'all? And some guys were saying that there's like he's almost giving y'all like some freedom with him.
Yeah, it's definitely fun just because we have a lot of stuff like our playbook and stuff like that. A lot of checks and stuff we need to know, but mostly it's like playing free. Because I know last year when I came in that week 0. Right before we left for that little 3-day weekend. So they kind of dropped the playbook on me right there, and I was like, what the am I looking at, So being in this playbook and going through OTAs and having this, and it's been fun. It's my 4th year in the NFL, so it's like my 5th playbook I've had to learn. So I kind of been picking up on stuff easier now, so I think that's benefited me a lot, but I definitely like the free range when it comes to some of our plays we do, where you can just be yourself and just play football versus knowing where the hell you got to go, or where you have to be.
You're clearly not the first guy that said this defense is fun.
Yeah.
Right? It's like when you dive into it, that's it, right? It's not so much, it's the ability to kind of free roam. And whatever is best suits your skills.
Yeah, it's definitely fun because it's like, versus like reading the backfield and know when you can take your shot or something like that, or feeling the offensive lineman. It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna take my shot. Like I know what I can do right here, and you just do it. So that's the cool part about it.
What are your impressions of working with Bo Davis so far?
So interesting about Bo, when I transferred from Illinois State, and he was a Texas D-line coach. And me and him had a funny phone call when I told him I wasn't going to go to Texas because I'm a big horns down guy. And I went to Arkansas instead, and me and him had some choice of words thrown back and forth at each other. And then when I found out he was our D-line coach, I still had his number, and I called him up. I was like, yo, man, we good? Like, no hard feelings, right? Like, we're on the same team now, so let's kind of squash it, let bygones be bygones. So he was cool about it, but we always bring it up every now and then. But yeah, I like him a lot. I feel like the way he coaches us is mostly like, bro, you're in the NFL, play football, but I'm going to give you the technique and show you how to play blocks. But at the end of the day, it's about beating the hell out of a guy in front of you and making a play at the end of the day. So he's doing cool. He's just basically just letting us cut loose and just coaching us up at the end if you don't like it.
How did he take you turning down, let's call it,
go?
He didn't like it. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people didn't when I did, but it was definitely a long 30-second phone call. Then I hung up, and then he called me back, and I gave him a couple more choice words he did to me, and then never heard from him again until I played Texas, and I was just staring into his soul every play I made, but it was cool.
So you did, and they won in the SEC. Yeah, you did play.
Yeah, I played him. So I got my appendix taken out week 1, and then I came back. It was like that Friday mock game, take our pictures, and I couldn't even put my pants around my waist. My appendix hurt so bad. I got it taken out, went to practice that Sunday, got ready for Texas, and then I had like a sack, like 3 tackles. So it was a good game, and I was just staring through his soul. So I was like, yeah, I wish you would have got me, don't you, buddy?
Now we know.
Yeah, now he does, so hopefully he keeps my ass. But
So you hung up on him, and then he called back and you answered, so he could yell at you some more.
I think we both yelled at each other. I don't remember that much. It's been a long time, but all I know is we're happy together now. We went out to dinner last night. We shared some boom boom shrimp and some lobster, so it's been fun with him.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, guys.
What if you would call him to talk about that? Like, are we good?
Good. I ain't got to follow nothing up. Nah, I'm not like him. No shirt, towel, shorts. Nah, man. I'm not like you. I ain't as confident as you. A silverback.
So, Juwan, how has the sort of change of scenery been, and how's camp been since last week?
Yeah, it's been really good. I like what DeMario said about the whole thing and how we should view it. He kind of said that a horse went from riding in the dirt to going on the grass or something like that. He say some stuff. So sometimes it's kind of hard to follow up. But yeah, sometimes your work has to be efficient, and that's what it's been out here. It's been more efficient work, and so guys, we getting after it. We've been doing our thing, working on a few things we need to work on leading up to the season. So it's been good. We're just not sweating as much as we usually do. So I mean, this is kind of the best of both worlds over here. So, but yeah.
Any lessons learned from the last year? Because you don't sweat. It's kind of misguided. You feel like you're not dehydrated and you are.
Yeah.
Ted Rath.
Yeah.
There were so many soft tissue injuries. Did you feel like it's a different atmosphere in Irvine because of that?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you just have to take care of your body. You just have to be mature about it. I felt like last year we weren't as mature, and I don't feel like we took it as serious. But I think, us just getting on each other. I think the biggest component about it all is that we set an example. The older guys set an example of us being in the treatment room, or us hopping in the tubs, or us doing certain things. A lot of times guys don't want to be told what to do. They want to be shown what to do. So I think the biggest thing is just having older guys and leaders, just doing their thing. Focus on their body recovery, and then the younger guys will follow suit. I don't think it's more so, what happened last year contrary to this year. I just think, guys are being more intentional this year than they were last year. Dang, that's all y'all got? Goodness gracious, y'all brought me way over here. Just be saying nothing. Goodness gracious. How was Disneyland? I did. I'll tell you, I walked 20,000 steps. I mean, that's about as good as an active off day as I can get. So, no, it was good. It was great. My daughters wanted to see Mickey and Minnie, and I wanted to see them too. So I think that was kind of and it was great. I think I haven't experienced Disneyland the way that we did it last time, and it was an amazing time. My girls would probably never forget it, but they probably would never remember it because they're just so young. But it was a memory that I will always have. So, yeah.
Beneficial is joint practices, especially for vets that you guys might not be playing in much in preseason games
Yeah.
or at all.
Yeah.
But to have an opportunity to go good against good.
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think, like you said, guys aren't playing in preseason games, but I think also going against guys that you necessarily haven't seen, different techniques, different skills. I think that's big. I mean, we're going against, tomorrow guys like Jared Verse. So, You're going to see a different kind of technique than what you're going to see from Chase or you're going to see from Cam or Grando. So it's going to be a lot different. I think it's good. I think it's very beneficial because it's also a different defense as well, different personnel. So I think it's really good, especially going into the season. You just have that confidence, kind of building that confidence, seeing what you need to work on, seeing what you need to keep doing. So I think it's very beneficial. As long as guys stay healthy, I think it's going to be great.
Something DeMar was saying in a recent interview too is been kind of struck by the way Kellen's been able to relate to players. I'm just wondering what you noticed in that regard.
Well, I mean, it's not like he's 50. I mean, he's 30, 38. So, I mean, he is young. He was just separated from the year in, 2017, 2018. So, he's not far separated from, just playing football. So, he can relate to guys. He knows what it's like. He knows what it feels like. Not a whole lot has changed from the time that he's last played. So, it's really good for us to kind of talk to him and see and pick his brain on things, but also how practice is constructed is really based on what he thinks is best too, him and Ted. So I think it's really good. I think guys can relate to that. Guys gel with that. Guys can really, take heed to what he's talking about because he's not an old guy, or he's not a guy that hasn't played football. He's actually played the game, played at a high level, and guys can relate to that and really listen to what he's saying because he's done it.
Juwan, have you heard anybody maybe out in the street say, "Well, we need you. You gotta have a Pro Bowl season from you this year"?
Yeah. I haven't heard it from the streets. I mean, I've heard it all the time. But no, I feel like this year more than any year, I feel like it's big because I feel like that's what we need. I feel like years prior we definitely needed it, but I feel like this year, I think it's more so just the health aspect. I feel like when I'm healthy, I can do a lot of great things, and so just being like we talked about before, just being on my regimen, just my body work, taking care of my body, listening to my body. I feel like that's the biggest thing. But in terms of as a Pro Bowl year, I think the biggest thing in just any of that is doing well as a team and winning. I feel like not a lot of guys are getting into Pro Bowls without winning, and so if we win and we're doing things like that, a lot of those accolades will come with it. So, like you said, I would love that, but that doesn't happen if we don't win. Like none of that matters.
You did get banged up a little bit, but you returned relatively quickly. Like, do you think any of the work you did prior, put you in a faster position to return?
Yeah. But I mean, I got to credit the training staff. I mean, I'm just on them too. I mean, I'm just trying to do everything I can. Me waking up early and getting on their nerves pretty early is probably something that I try to do as well. I'm just always trying to do something that kind of betters myself. Even if I do get hurt, that's just something that I'm always pressing them, like, what more can I do? And I feel like that's the attitude that not only they want to hear, but also the coaches want to hear because I want to be out there. So we understand that injuries and dings and dunks happen, but at the end of the day, just you have to find a way to put yourself in position to get back out there on the field.
Do you feel like you need to play in the preseason to be ready? Like, how do you kind of view that? Because some guys do, some guys don't.
Yeah, I feel like there's creed to it. I mean, I feel like it's definitely helpful. But then again, a lot of injuries happen, unexpected injuries happen, so I understand that side too. I was just, talking to, some guys and talking about how the Bengals, stars were playing. And there's a lot of benefits to it, like getting in the rhythm, playing a different team, like I said before, playing a different team, filling out what you need to work on, what you don't need to work on as much. And so, like, there's definitely a lot of benefit to it. I feel like the scariest part is giving out your scheme to the rest of the league, but also trying to preserve your guys for the beginning of the season. So I get both sides.
It's kind of a weird transition to go from a guy that plays all the snaps in the preseason to a guy that are like, yeah, maybe a series.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, it's definitely, like, it's hard to kind of put your mind in, like, all right, I'm trying to play this game, but I'm only playing, like, a drive. Like, it's like you're trying to get yourself, not amped up, but you're trying to get yourself prepared and ready, but you're only playing one drive. So it's like a weird thing, but also you kind of want to play the game perfect, because if you don't, it's like you sit on the sideline, but you're thinking about what you could have done better. So it's a double-edged sword to that, but at the end of the day, like, I do think there's some creed to playing the preseason game, but I definitely understand, like, preserving the guys for the season.
Juwan, is this the first team you've ever been on where you're running gassers or conditioning?
Right.
I mean, it's like,
are you upset about that?
no, I'm jealous.
Yeah, right. Man, I mean, I tell you what, I mean, a lot of work has to be done on the field between the line, but I do feel like the beginning of training camp, a lot of guys were doing that on their own. I feel like that's a big thing that I feel like a lot of older guys have kind of brought the younger guys along. Like, look, if you're not getting enough training right now, like, get it after practice. And so, yeah, I know what you mean. Because we did used to do a lot of it, but, I mean, it does feel good when, you know, you feel like you're getting all the work you can in practice. But if you need a little extra, just do it after practice. And I feel like that's a good give and pull, too. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
On camera, Bayless is not faster than me. It's okay. I like the confidence.
Is that faster than a 40, 60, 100 meter, 200 meter?
40, 60, 100. Yeah. Maybe 10 yard. His acceleration is good. He's got great acceleration, but anything past that, no, I can't give that to him. Yeah.
Have you tried running a 40 at all since you've been
Never.
in the league?
Never.
You've never ran one?
Never ran a 40. Yeah. Waiting on that day.
What was your best 100 meter time?
10.7. It's decent, decent. Yeah.
How much are you looking forward to the joint work tomorrow with the Rams?
I'm really looking forward to it. I feel like it's going to be good work for both teams. Just be able to go out and compete against somebody else, that's always fun. Super excited.
With the amount of sort of rotating that you all do,
Yeah.
like sometimes you're taking second team, sometimes you're first team.
Right.
Like, does that increase those opportunities too, even in practices against your own team?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like it's just about building a chemistry within all the guys. It's something new, but I feel like we've taken pride in going with the first, second, and third teams. It's just all about developing and making sure that we know what we're doing on each and every play. And so far, I feel like it's been good.
Does that still provide you sort of the opportunity to kind of go up against different people too?
Exactly. Yeah. Going up against different guys, seeing different coverages, seeing how different DBs play different routes and stuff like that. That's all it is, and we're all learning together.
Just from your perspective, going up against it every day, like what makes this Staley defense tough if it's all going right now?
Right, yeah. I feel like Staley does a great job of disguising his coverages and with his zones. It makes it tough to find open spots. There's a lot of guys, a lot of movement, especially with the wide D ends. You never know if they're going to come out and bump you or if they're going to go down and play the run. But, super spread out. It makes it difficult for offenses.
Oh, like you obviously aren't concerned with like outside expectations but I'm wondering like now being like a month into training camp, have you seen things that make you encouraged about this upcoming season, and if so,
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel like we've grown a ton as a team. We've come closer as a team. We built, a good foundation throughout this camp. I feel like we're in great condition. I feel like we come out and compete every day. And that's just going to help us on Sundays. When Sundays come around, it's just going to be easy. I love what we've seen from the quarterback competition. They come out and compete each and every day. And it's been fun to watch them, come out and, just have fun and build with all of us and just continuing to learn. That's the biggest thing right now.
how do you think the joint practice will help with the quarterback competition, just rotating and going against another team then?
I just feel like the amount of reps that they'll get with all of us, it's almost like a game situation. So I feel like that practice will definitely build a lot of chemistry, and that's the goal with those practices. That's it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Quincy, how do you feel like you're progressing throughout training camp? Obviously, like, we didn't see a lot this summer, so.
For sure. Like I said, I ain't do a lot this summer, but I was just around all the time, taking mental notes, taking mental reps for everything. So when it's time for me to get out there, it just felt normal again. But just my teammates, they just embracing me, what type of player I am, and everybody just being together kind of helps me move along pretty smooth.
How would you describe your instincts on the ball? Like, especially early in camp, you made like a couple plays and broke passes up and had interceptions. Like, just how would you describe kind of? Is it a natural feel? Is it something you study toward? Like
I think it's a part of a natural feel and just knowing football, studying wise. But I just a see ball, get ball type of guy. If it's in the air, I feel like it's always got to be mine. That's no matter where it's thrown. So that's just my mindset whenever the ball in the air.
with Alante hurt, is the start position something you can do? Do you expect to maybe try and get in there?
Wherever they need me at, I'm just open to any position they need me at. Where I'm gonna get on the field, where I'm gonna help my team win games at. So I just wherever they want me at, I'm just gonna brace my role right now and just play it.
What's been kind of the biggest adjustment for you coming in?
I think the biggest adjustment more so just learning the guys out, learning new teammates, learning new coaches, learning the thing called the NFL coming from college. But like I said, I got a great teammate, great coaches, got a great personnel group. Like everybody just embrace you and help you move along so your process can be smooth. Because as a rookie coming in or like just a newcomer to anywhere, you don't know the ins and outs of everything. So you're gonna keep learning each day, and every day I'm learning something new. So I think it's going pretty smooth for me.
Quincy, would you say that's one of your strengths as far as run support?
It is.
You consider it as one of your strong suits?
100%. Yeah. At cornerback, they got stereotype corners don't like to tackle, but for me, I feel like that's why I kind of separate myself at filling in run schemes, run gaps, anything you want to put me at. Like I can just do it all.
Rajon was talking yesterday about how Ike has kind of become that veteran leader in the room. Has that been your experience?
100%. Like Ike was one of those guys, the first guys I kind of talked to, just because he was the oldest guy in the room. And just learning ball with him, just learning life with him, just like showing me his experiences from his early in career, showing me what not to do, everything. So I agree, Ike has been one of those leaders in the room, just from a vet standpoint.
What did he tell you not to do?
He just tell me just pay attention always. Like somebody's always watching you, no matter what you think. Somebody's always watching you. So that's one thing he told me.
I mean, he's a guy too that has like really kind of gone through like the well-traveled path and stuff. And does his experience like give more credence to it? Is it like, I guess, kind of do you respect like the journey he's gone through and all that?
Oh, 100%. Like you gotta respect everybody's journey at some point. Like even if a guy doing amazingly well and the guy doing not well, you gotta learn from both of them. Because the things the guy did not well, you can learn why not to do that. The things the guy did well, you can learn to do that too. So just listen to everybody's story and just always pick up something be a sponge.
What have you kind of made of the working relationship so far with GB?
GB, he's a cool guy. One of the first coaches I met from the Saints organization, came to my school and everything. We talked, had good lunch. But he just always gonna talk ball to you. Even if you make a good play, he gonna if it was a good play, but the technique wasn't bad, he gonna always correct it. So later on in the future, that probably worked on this play, but they ain't gonna work on the next play later on. So he always just critiquing you, and I appreciate that because a lot of coaches don't want to coach nowadays.
And would you say that for you, that's kind of a unique entry point for you? Like you want to be coached?
For sure, I love to be coached. As long as I'm learning something new or learning that's gonna better me later on in life that I don't see it right now, I love it. So I take it all in with a grain of salt and just keep pushing every day. And hopefully he come back new with something like a new a critique, so I can pick up on it and just practice it tomorrow.
How would you describe Staley's coaching style?
Passionate. That guy, one of the passionate guys I ever been around. He loves football. He always installed Super Bowl standard team. So he's just passionate about the game. So you can always just learn a lot from him. You gonna always feel love from everything. He always want to teach just being joy, tough, and always being together. So he a passionate coach.
Did I talk about, because he struggled, and the Houston year was big, went Green Bay week 3, that almost you learn as much from your failures coming back than you do from your success.
For sure. Really, he don't never just go into detail, but he always say just treat every day the same. No matter if it's a good day or a bad day, treat every day the same. So you can always have that balance and stay on that narrow path. So whatever you take from that.
How have you seen Tyler kind of settle in over the first few weeks of camp?
You said, have I seen Tyler settle in?
Yeah, how have you seen him kind of settle in? Pretty well.
From college, I seen him throw good balls. I seen him do a lot of great things. But now it's a different level. I seen him just each day take a step forward to just being more comfortable with the team, just more so just being around a new environment, better players and things like that. I think he's gonna turn out to be a good player.
Thanks, Quincy.
Thank you.